everyone. Before we get started tonight, I am going to run you through the setup and the basic rules of Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. This game does come with an alternative game, a bonus game as they called it. That is called Legend of the Falls. There is a completely separate rule book for it. We're not going to play that tonight, but I wanted to at least show you the side of the board. This is the deluxe edition, so I should make note of that before I get too far into this. I am using wooden components and metal coins, and this game did come with deluxe edition Kickstarters. All right. All right, so here is the Bear Mountain side. This is the side we're going to play on tonight. To set up the game, you are first of all going to set out your component trays. It comes with two separate component trays, and you're going to set these out on each end of the table where everybody can easily reach them. It also comes with a singular tray full of player pieces, or at least how I've got mine set up. It's player pieces, some expansion stuff, card icons, the bells, and I'm going to go over what all of these are, but there's only one tray of these, so set that within easy reach of at least somebody at the table. As I promised, I have metal coins, so I'm going to go ahead and put those out for this evening too. The game comes with two separate decks of cards, both your green cards and your blue cards, or as Greg likes to call them, your daytime activities and your nighttime activities. Though some of these are not really nighttime activities, but that's beside the point. So you're going to shuffle each one of these decks, and you are going to lay them out in the areas indicated and put 3 cards out. This becomes your market that you're going to shop from each round of the game. These are your campsite tiles. There are a lot of both good and bad things in here. So for example, you've got your campfires. Campfires are good. You've got coins. Those are good. Extra cards. Those are great. Now let's see. And there's some green extra cards. Those are good. And then you have bears. Bears are not so good. Unfortunately, there are just as many bears in this pile as there are all the others combined. So you're going to take all of these, and you are going to shuffle them up, and you are going to put 2 out on each of these little outlined areas in some of the campsites. Only some campsites have these tiles, not everybody, but we're going to go ahead and put 2 out in each one. The game also comes with an entire deck of camper cards. You're going to go through here and you're going to choose a number of camper cards based on your player count. You're going to choose one type of light camper, one type of mid-sized camper, and one type of large RV. So I'm just going to kind of grab the top one off of each one. You're going to grab 1 per player. Okay, there we go. Now, this game does come with some mini expansions. We are going to be playing with one of them. One is called tent camping. Tent camping works the exact same way as these campers. It just gives you tents instead of campers. We are not going to be playing with this one tonight. We are going to be playing with the Pets mini expansion. The Pets mini expansion adds in 4 pet cards into each one of the decks, and we'll go over those in a little bit. Each player is going to take their player board. Now, the player boards, at least in the deluxe edition, are double-sided. This side plays with the Legend of the Falls game, so we're actually going to be using this side. This is your base game. Now, each of these player boards is, the artwork on each one is a little bit different, so you can kind of take your pick. All right, so you've got your player board. Each player is going to take 2 campers of their selected color. Of course, I'm going to take my red. 1 goes on the board, and 1 goes onto your player board in the green section. Each player also takes a selection of cards. There are starter cards, 4 starter cards in the blue, 4 starter cards in the green, and then everybody has a player reference card, so I'm going to take that as well. You are going to shuffle each set of these up and set them aside near your player board. These are your starting decks. All right, so we're all set up. Let me show you how to play. The objective with Bear Mountain Camping Adventure is to make it to the Bear Mountain campsite in the center of the board. To do so, you have to be prepared to go off-road and you have to be well equipped. You're going to start the game out down here in Firefly Grove Campground, down here in the green area. From there, once you've collected enough resources, you're going to move up to Misty Mountain Pass up in the purple area. Again, you can move around once you've paid your admission fee into Misty Mountain Pass. You can move around there as much as you want until you're prepared to go over to yellow into Mammoth Peak National Park. Again, same thing here. You can move around as much as you want, but when you're ready to move on, you move down here to the Alpine Ski Village. And then finally, once you're ready to get as close to Bear Mountain as you can without actually arriving, you move on into the brown area, which is Wilderness Point Trail. Once you're in Wilderness Point Trail, you keep moving around, you collect your resources, you get yourself prepared to go off-road, and then you head up into Bear Mountain and hope you're the first one to do so. First player is determined by the last person to have eaten a s'more. Depending on your player count, each other player is going to get some sort of token to start the game with. It may be a coin or two, or it could be a campfire token. Campfire tokens are wild, so those are always nice to have. On your turn is going to progress through a couple of steps. You are going to play cards and gather the resources from them or do the special ability that is indicated on the card. You are going to manage your resources. Throughout the game, you are going to be picking up various resources and you can spend these on purchasing new cards. You can spend them to advance up through your campsites, or you can spend them to purchase wildfires or to purchase bells. You are going to move to a new campsite, whether it be within the same campground you're already in, or if you're going to advance, you're going to pay the resources and you're going to advance up to the next campground. And then finally, you are going to prepare for your next turn. Starting with playing cards. To start the game, you are going to take 2 cards from each of your decks, both blue and green, and you're going to gather the resources off of these cards. Your initial 8 cards only give you resources, but these cards represent the different activities you're going to do throughout the day and thus the resources you're going to gain in the process. So for example, on my first day, I may do some sunbathing, and that's going to get me a sunbathing token. I may go canoeing. That's going to get me a kayaker. I'm going to go gather some firewood. That's going to get me a firewood token. And maybe I'm even going to go do some bird watching, and that's going to get me a set of binoculars. Now, once I have all of my resources, I gather those up in front of me. I can discard my cards to their respective discard piles, and these are now what I have to spend. Managing your resources, there again, you have a few options. You can look to see here what you can afford over here in the market. What type of activities do you want to add to your deck? So for example, here I could purchase this swimming card because it only cost me 1 kayaker. The next time it comes up in my deck, I'm going to get 2 swimmers out of it though. I can purchase this off-roading card because it cost me 1 kayaker and 1 pair of binoculars. I'm going to come back to the off-roading card because that's something that you have to have for the end of the game. So I'm going to come back to that one. Whichever card I decide on, so say I go ahead and take this swimming card, it goes into my discard pile for the respective color. I discard the piece I used for it, and then I have to decide what to do with the rest. At the start of the game, everybody has access to just their tent. Nobody has gotten a camper yet. The tents allow you to keep 1 activity token per turn. Now, keep in mind, this does not mean that you are only allowed to save 1. You are allowed to save 1 out of your resources for the day per turn. You can have as many tokens as you wish over here on this side of your board, but you can only save 1 per turn. So if I were to decide I was done, now 1, this refills immediately, so maybe I can afford something new. I cannot afford that. So I can save 1 of these. So maybe I'm going to save the firewood. These 2 I would have to get rid of. I cannot keep them because I only have a tent at the moment. Another alternative is that a campfire costs you 3 resources. So my best bet here is to trade all 3 of these in and take 1 campfire. Campfires are wild. they can substitute for any one of the 8 resources. So in this case, that's probably what I would do. So the last thing you're going to do on your turn is you are going to choose a campsite. On your very first turn, you're not technically in the campground yet. That's why you start with 2 of each. From then on, you have to decide what you're doing. Each of these campsites give you what you're starting your next turn with. So for example, if I were to go to this campsite, I would get 3 blue cards, 1 green card, and a coin. Down here, I get 2 of each and a coin. Over here, I only get 1 of each, but I get 2 coins. Coins can be used to purchase campfires. They can be used to purchase granola bars or backpacks, or they can be used in order to purchase your upgrades on your trailers. Each of the trailers give you something slightly different, and they just overlay right on top of your tent. So for example, the light camper, you can now save up to 2 resources per turn. The medium camper lets you save 3 activity tokens per turn. This symbol here means that I can, once I've drawn my cards, so for example, maybe I'm here and I only get 1 card of each. This symbol here means I can draw another card of any color I choose from whichever deck I want to pull it from. I can look at all 3 of my cards and I can discard 1 of them to my discard pile and keep the other 2. So this basically lets me renew 1 card out of my deck. If you do have the large RV, now I get to save 4 activity tokens and I get to basically pull 2 extra cards and discard 2. So it lets me pull exactly what I need for that turn. Keep in mind, there are lots of these RVs and campers. I've only chosen the base 3 that show up on the board. There are a number of them that have different benefits and different abilities to them. So I've played my cards, I've managed my resources, I've moved my campsite, I have prepped for next turn. At that point, the play passes to the next player. When you are ready to move up to a new campsite, down here in the green area, there are no campsite tiles. But when I'm ready to move up into the new area, notice up here in the purple, each of these little flags have different resources listed on them. In order to move from green up into purple, no matter which side I'm going to, I have to pay the resources depicted on the campsite flags. So for example, to go up into this one, I need to have a sunbather, I need to have a swimmer, and I need to have a bird watcher, a set of binoculars. Once I do that, then I get 2 blue cards to start my next turn, and I get a coin onto my board. If I were to go into one of these other campsites that had the tiles on them, I'm sorry, that's a brown one, I can't go in there. So for example here, maybe I didn't have any swimmers, but I had a couple of kayakers and I had some firewood. Or maybe I didn't even have the second kayaker, but I had this campfire, and that campfire will substitute for 1 other piece. So I go up here into this one because I really want these 4 cards next turn. I have to look at the top one of these, the top tile. If it's something good, money, an extra card, or a campfire token, I just take that. The cards, if you get one of the card icons, they come from here and then go into your discard pile. But if you get a bear, bears are a little different. There are a couple of ways to ward off a bear. There is a bell icon that you can purchase at any time for 4 resources. It doesn't matter what resources, just 4 miscellaneous resources. Bells are one-time use though. They go here on your board. You can only ever have 1 of them, but you can, I guess, just throw it at the bear and the bear runs away. But you've thrown the bell away at the same time. The other way to do it is with the pet card. And I said we were going to be playing with the pet expansion. There are also Adopt-a-Pet cards. And when one of these comes out, they are expensive. They're 2 campfires to purchase them. So essentially 6 resources. But once you do so, you get to choose from all these adorable little pets. The game came with all these cute little pets here. So all the puppies and all the kitty cats, you get to choose which one you want to have in your campsite. And then every time you pull a bear, your pet scares them off. The nice thing is the pets come back. So unlike having to get a bell over and over again, if you're playing with the pet expansion, the pets just stay with you. The kitty cat gets to scare away the bear. That is another option in order to get rid of bears. Now, once you've pulled the pet card, you immediately take the pet. It doesn't have to come back in your deck. It never goes into your discard pile. It never has to cycle back through your deck. You immediately take the pet, you put it onto your campsite or onto your camping board, and then the pet card goes to the bottom of the deck. That is the bears. That is how these tokens work. When all of the tokens are gone off of a campsite, you no longer have to worry about running into a bear at that campsite. A couple other options you have on your turn is well, we talked about the bells. You can always purchase a bell. There are cards that will give you bells as well. Another option you have on your turn, something else you can spend money on, is to purchase a backpack. Backpacks are one-time use. They allow you to pick up an extra card out of one of your decks to draw an extra card. Once you've purchased it, you put it into this spot on your board. After you've used it, it goes over to this spot on your board. You're only allowed 3 per game. That's why you don't discard them. This is how you keep track of how many you've used for the game. Something else you can do is buy granola bars. You can buy 1 for 2 coins, or you can buy 3 for 4 coins. Granola bars allow you to basically reset all of the market. You spend a granola bar, you wipe out all of these cards, and then you draw all new cards out. After you've done this, now you get to purchase one of these new cards at a discount. So you get a 1 resource discount on a card. Some of the cards will have these small icons on them. So for example, that one has a camera on it. This one has a campfire on it. When you purchase those cards, you are only allowed to purchase 1 of those cards. So I can only ever have 1 camera card. I can only ever have 1 campfire card. There are also tent cards, pine tree cards, compass cards, and binocular cards. Once I've purchased those, I have to go through this little pile of tokens and grab the matching token, because those little tokens have to go onto my board to show that I've already got 1 of those cards in my deck and I can't purchase any more of those. Mostly because they are fairly strong cards. Like for example, this one, every time it comes out in your deck, you get a campfire and a coin. But once I've purchased that, I would take that and put it here on my player board. And like I said, that just shows that I've already got 1 of those cards. I can't have any more. You can only save so many pieces per turn based on what your camper level is at the time. That does not mean that I can't have a whole bunch of resources on my board. The resources that are saved from turn to turn can be spent at any time. Maybe I come across a card I really want, or I finally have the resources to move up a level in the campgrounds. I can spend what's here. I just can only save 2 per round because that's the level my camper is at the moment. This area here can hold as many resources as necessary, because by the time you get to Bear Mountain, you need to have 2 of each. Now, campfires do substitute for any 1 resource, so you can have campfires as a wild token, but you do need a representation of 2 of each of these resources, and you need that off-roading card. So we talked about the off-roading card. That is this card right here. There's multiple copies in both decks. You can purchase it at any time you want. Until you're ready to get into Bear Mountain, though, all it does is clog up your hand. So it's going to be a card that gives you no benefit whatsoever until you're ready to end the game. But you got to have it to end the game. One small thing to note as you are advancing through the different campsites, that is where this token comes in. The first person to make it up into the purple area, to have the resources they need to get into the purple area, 1, moves their camper on the camping board up to purple and takes this token. This token gives you 1 coin at the start of every turn thereafter until somebody bypasses you. If I'm in purple and Greg gets up here into purple, I still hold on to this. But then maybe I have some bad card draws and he's able to jump into yellow before I am, then he's going to take this from me. When I hit yellow, he's going to keep it until I can bypass him, and then I'll take it back. If you get into the brown area with this still in your possession, you have to give it to the next person in line. So if there's somebody in the blue area, that player would get it. If not, it'll go to somebody in the yellow area. If there's two people in the blue area, then it's my choice as to who I give it to. But once you hit the brown area, you can no longer make use of this token. As you are advancing through the campsites, you're moving your camper up on your board. This never goes back down, with one exception, and I'm going to come back to that. This never goes back down. However, I can move around through the campsites however I wish, but I can only go one campground at a time. So if I'm up here in yellow, but I really want to make use of this area, I can go backwards without having to pay anything because I've already paid for the purple campsites. And then when I'm ready, I can come back up to yellow and then maybe back up to blue, but I can only progress through one at a time. The reason you might want to do that is because as you get further up, it's harder to get coins. Back here in the green, there is a recycling campsite where you can get rid of one of your blue cards. You can basically take it out of the game. It's a great way to get rid of some of your starter cards. It only works on the blue deck though. It does cost you 3 resources, but it is a way to weed out some of those weaker starter cards. All right, so the one exception to not moving this backwards, because like I said, once you've paid your way forward, you stay there. The one exception is if when you are actually moving forward. So I am moving from green up to the purple area and I flip over that bear and I have no way to combat him. When that happens, I immediately get kicked back to my choice of green campsites. No 2 players can ever share a campsite, so I would have to choose something that nobody else is on, but I would get kicked backwards. I've already paid these resources. I was ready to move up into purple. However, because the bear scared me backwards, I would move back to green, and now I have to progress all over again. But that is the only exception to this moving backwards, is if a bear scares me backwards. Other than that, if I've paid my way up through a certain number of campgrounds, I can move back and forth freely, just one campground at a time. All right, so that is all the basic rules for Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. There are a couple of larger expansions that we do have, but we're not going to play with tonight. There is extreme weather. This one adds a weather die to the whole thing. So there's a board that tells you what the weather is for that day and what happens because of it. It could give you extra resources. It could take resources away. It could make you change hands with your neighbor. There's some interesting things in this one. There is also rough terrain. Rough terrain gives you flat tires and other obstacles you have to battle with or you have to deal with. Each one of these give you more of these tokens, more bad ones. Some more good ones, but more bad ones. Like this one I think gives you, well, this one gives you flat tires. I think this guy gives you poison ivy. Yeah, this one gives you poison ivy. We're not going to play with those tonight. We are just going to play the base game. But if this is something you're interested in, you can definitely check these out. All that being said, let's get back to the table. Get Greg and Catherine in here to join us. We'll reset everything for a 3-player game, and we'll get started. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sticking around. I have gotten Greg and Catherine in here with me, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Yes. Greg is going to go first, so therefore, at a 3-player game, the 3rd player gets 1 coin to start out the game with, so Catherine's got her shiny little coin. We are, as normal, I am playing red, Greg is playing blue, Catherine is going to play purple. Shocking. All right. For you, right? Okay. We are totally set up. Yep, 2 of each card, and then start the game.
Okie doke. I am going fishing. I'm going sunbathing.
You're going to go sunbathing?
I'm going to go sunbathing.
After fishing, he's going to fish and then go sunbathing.
Okay. Just lay in the middle of the boat?
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
Some fish, they drink a lot, they just pass out and they call it sunbathing. We're going to go gather firewood and then go watch some birds.
Okay.
Some birds. And nothing out there
deals with what you've got.
So what we're gonna do then
You
is...
got this weird southern accent.
I know, I suddenly have a southern accent.
I don't think it's
Not from the
suddenly, but
South
okay.
all the way. I'm gonna save my wood, and I'm gonna get rid of all these for a campfire, which I'm going to use to buy skipping stones.
Is one campfire?
Well, it's
Purchased
one
just for
swimmer.
a
Yes.
swimmer.
I.e. the wild campfire, as I explained in the rules teach. Okay.
I'm going to move to thus campfire or campsite.
Okay. So you get 2 blue cards, 2 green cards, and 1 coin to start the next round. All right. The cards
Wait,
I
refill.
pulled. Oh, yep, refill.
One job.
Okay. All right. Now
She
two
did the whole
binoculars.
setup
I did
and
do the whole
teach.
setup.
That's more than one job.
Yes, that's your job. It's closest to you, sort of. Anyway, regardless. Okay, so I have got, what have I got? I am going to start my day out with a little bit of hiking, and then we're going to go canoeing. Oh, let me go ahead and grab my pieces here. So I'm going to go hiking. We're going to do some canoeing today. After canoeing, we're going to go swimming. And finally end the day with some bird watching. I probably should have done the bird watching on the hike, so we're going to rearrange that a little bit.
It's okay.
There we go. Okay, so there's what I've got. What? Oh, well, I can do that. Reflected the lake. That's actually really good.
Guess
Yep.
it is.
One canoeer, one swimmer, and 2 fishermen.
Can I use the other 2? Okay, so that's what this one costs.
Yep.
So I'll save that. And then I get to pull a new card right away.
Oh, look at
Ooh,
that.
look at that. All players receive the top card of
Reveal
either
the
deck.
top
Or
card.
reveal, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read it upside down. Reveal
like
the
me to
top
read it?
card, huh?
Would
Oh,
you
no,
like me to read it?
I can read upside down. It's just, yeah. Anyway, all players reveal the top card
Yeah.
of their deck, then choose to either discard it or put it back.
And you get 2 swimmers.
And I get 2 swimmers if I let everybody do that. So I'm going to do that. So why not? So there's that, and then I will save my binoculars because I don't think there's anything I can spend 1 binocular on.
No.
Okay, so these 2 cards go into my blue deck. These get discarded. And I move. Let's see. What do I want this turn? Well, next turn. I think I will go with the 2 blue, 1 green, and a coin. Okay, your turn.
All right.
Oh, just
I
turn my
am
cards.
starting the day hiking, followed by some sunbathing. Which I guess goes there. And then I'm going to canoe a little bit. And I'm going to end with mountain biking. I know, it seems a little odd, but tire me out.
You know,
Tire me
you're going
out.
to sleep well that night.
Yes, I am. So, that being said, no, I can't.
You can do rock climbing.
I am planning on doing rock climbing, but yes, because I like the rock climbing. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
those 2.
'Cause that gives her a campfire.
Yeah.
And a coin.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Oh,
No.
speaking of which.
It gives me a coin.
Oh, no, it's
no,
another
it's a
bicyclist. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It looked like a campfire.
Neither
Yes.
of my cards have the special symbols on them because both of
Mine
mine
does
were.
not.
Okay.
Mine does not either.
and now refill that. Let's
Yes.
see if it's
There's
useful
that.
to me.
Hey, look, another
That's
mountain biking.
good to you.
Dang it. Crud. I guess I'm gonna have to give up one of mine. I'm gonna keep my hiker. And I have to give up my. That makes me sad. All right.
I know it's hard to just give those
And
up.
that,
For
I
no
know,
reason.
right? And then I think I'm going to. I'm gonna go to a green and a blue and 2 coins.
All right. All right. There's your 2 coins. Oh, wow. You got 3 coins already.
I know.
So now you can actually afford to upgrade. So next
I
time
can't
you don't
on my
have to
turn.
give you on your turn you
Yes.
can do that. Yeah, then you won't have to give up that second one.
Yes.
Hey, I am going mountain biking
Okay.
and then hiking.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go canoeing.
You got a busy day too.
And then I'm going to go swimming.
Wow, that's a. You're gonna sleep good tonight too.
Too bad I can't do that now. That would take me out. Okay, so I am going to do. What am I going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend. Oh, that's a swimmer.
It's a swimmer.
Dang it.
You can go rock climbing.
I can't go rock climbing. No, I can't. It's a swimmer. I
Oh.
don't have a swimmer.
Oh, you're right. You don't.
You could
Oh,
trade-
no, I took a boater instead of a swimmer.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
don't have a swimmer and why I thought I had a swimmer. There we go. But I do like rock climbing because it gives you that coin. And
Yeah.
those coins are always good. But this gives you
Especially
three.
this early.
This gives you three bikers. I can get that later, hopefully. So I'm going to take this one, put that card in there, and then I think I'm actually.
Is that your discard pile?
Yes, these are my discard piles. I'm
Oh,
out
okay.
the cards.
He does his weird. Yeah, I know.
No, that's fine.
I am actually going to take the two left over here and my wood, and I'm
Actually,
going to
not
turn
a
it
bad
in.
idea to throw all the discards out of the way.
I'm going to
Yes.
turn them
Got my
in and
discards
take
face up.
Yeah.
one
I
campfire.
shouldn't do it.
One campfire again.
But I didn't use it.
I know.
I'm keeping. Well, can I?
Maybe.
No.
Okay. Like you could for the adopt-a-pet.
If
Okay,
I had another
there's a pet out
campfire.
there.
Where are
I
you
know.
going? Oh, there is a pet out there.
There's a pet.
Yes, and we talked about the pets during the rules breakdown
I am
and how
going to
they
go.
permanently save you from the bears.
Which is helpful.
It is
But
very helpful.
I think I'm good
What is
to
this?
go with that one.
Which one? Oh, right here?
Yep, that one.
His
We're going
trailer's
to put you
upside
right side
down.
out. No, not anymore. He's not. 2 blue and, 1 blue, 2 green, and a coin.
There's
Yep.
your coin. Okay, I am going to spend my day. We're going to start with some fishing, and then we're going to sunbathe. I am going to make it to land, though, before I do it. I'm not just going to pass out in the boat.
You sure?
And then we will gather some firewood in the evening for a nice roaring campfire.
Bad hand. Not what I
All
want.
right, so there's my 3 resources. Plus, I have that binoculars I can use. Oh, wow. It's like it was meant to be.
Fishing, binoculars, and
Yeah.
sunbathing. Yep, what a combination.
Fishing.
And you can get rid of 1 card from your hand.
I know. I like that.
But
I
that
will-
is a special.
That is a special icon. So that is a camera icon. We talked about those too. So I will take the camera, if I can hold it, I will take the camera icon and put that onto my board to indicate that I can no longer purchase camera cards. And that goes into my discard pile for green. And that used all 3 of these. And it doesn't matter what comes up next because I cannot
That's
afford
not
it.
true. You still have.
Well, I still have this
Yes.
from last turn. That's true. It used all 3 of the ones I just got. That's
There
what
we
I said.
go.
It was like it was meant to be.
It was meant.
Okay.
You
There we go.
upgraded?
I am absolutely upgrading.
Oh, I need to move.
Yeah, wait. Let's.
I'm going to
let's
move
let
over
her
to
know.
here. So two,
Okay, so-
2 blue.
You're
I'm,
getting
I'm
it
getting ready to
pulled
pull them
behind.
from right here.
No,
It's not the way it works.
no.
I do get a.
Gotta
the
watch your
coin.
Shelly's cheeks.
I do not cheat.
She forgets sometimes.
I
She
forget.
doesn't
I do
cheat.
not cheat.
I am now a late camper.
I need this.
I
one.
am going swimming. I wore myself out yesterday. Swimming and gathering firewood.
So you're gonna go swimming.
So I'm just like, this is all I can do.
Swimming
It's like
and firewood.
swimming
It's
and
very
firewood.
relaxing, and firewood is required to cook dinner or s'mores at
Swimming,
night.
floating.
Except
Same
she's
thing.
collecting this firewood while she's swimming, so it's gonna be a little
It's going to
waterlogged.
be a little
That's
waterlogged.
not
That is
the way
absolutely
that's
not
supposed
the
to
way it
work.
works.
No.
And
She's-
is there?
she's getting
I don't think there's
driftwood.
anything that I can.
Okay.
There is nothing that I can buy right now. There's not.
Well,
So
luckily
I'm
you
going
can
to-
save both of them.
But I can store them now. And now I'm going to move. Where do I want to move?
These are
to?
mine.
Yeah. So I'll just reiterate, since Catherine upgraded to the second one, she
No,
can
that
now
can't
save
be.
2 activity tokens per turn. That's the only thing this camper lets you do over the tent, and it'll cost her 4 coins to upgrade to the next one.
I'm going to go here for coin. Please.
Oh, yep.
Since we have to move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Good
to shuffle these back in.
All right.
So I'm going swimming again. I must not have gotten enough. And I'm gonna go swimming with Kat and get the firewood at the same time as
Okay.
well.
You can have dinner together too?
Sure.
No, I'm going mountain biking.
One,
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe you went mountain biking in the morning and then swam in order to cool off.
It's whatever you'd like.
She just
me to
slept
do.
in.
Okay,
I did.
so,
I slept in.
but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that in, and that in, and get another campfire. And with these 2 campfire items, I now
never getting a
have.
pet. Never.
I am buying.
That's not true.
Picking
you
up.
can. You did.
I
I
never
am-
get a pet.
I am adopting a pet.
Okay,
You
so
did get a pet.
he
once.
has an
I
option.
would like
of
the
all
German Shepherd.
these-
I don't
Oh.
want a cat. I have
don't want
enough
a
of those
cat?
here. I want the German Shepherd.
These are all.
Nope, that's
There he is, right
Yep,
there.
right there.
Okay.
Okay. At least I would believe he would scare off a bear. I'm not so sure
And
about
this
the cat.
goes
I'm
to the
sorry.
bottom
I've
of
met the
this
cats.
deck.
This is true.
Now backfill.
Huh?
Backfill.
One job.
One job.
First off-roading card.
I put my card underneath. I haven't finished yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Have you
so,
have you moved?
Oh, I could have bought a campfire if I wanted to, though, but I am not. So I am actually going to move to
Ooh, I can buy a campfire.
that farther one out.
This one.
Yes.
3 green and a
Coin.
coin. Katie.
Lady. Hey, lady.
Thank you.
See, I don't just have one job. I have 2 jobs. Okay.
All the jobs.
I have all
You're
the
married
jobs.
to me.
I
You have
all
more.
the
You have a lot of
jobs.
jobs.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to start my day off with some mountain biking. And then do a little bit more fishing. Because, you know, that fish was really good last night. So why not some more? We're going to do some hiking. I'm probably doing that out of order, but that's okay. And then finally finish off the day with a little bit of floating in the water. Because at that point, I'm going to be too
Well,
tired
see-
to actually swim.
So you mountain biked back as far as you go. Then you hiked all the way back. To the fishing
There you
hole.
go.
Couldn't catch anything, so you just jumped in to go swimming.
There you go. Okay. All right, so there's my pieces.
I'm a
there's
better
my-
storyteller.
Oh, you know
That
what?
is not true.
No. All right, so there's all my stuff. What do I have? I could, yeah.
That's
I
a lot of
think
stuff.
I am going to take the s'mores. So it cost me my binoculars I'd already saved, plus that, my boater. That goes into my green deck.
I have no idea why binoculars and
I,
a
you
fisherman
know,
are going to get you s'mores.
I don't know.
But
Okay.
okay.
There's one I can purchase for a hike. Ooh,
Yes.
campfire cooking. Do I do that one too?
You're getting a lot
Why
of green.
not? I am. Yeah. But if I do that, then I lose one of these, which is not the end of the world.
It is
But
not.
at the same time, I could just trade all 3 in for a
For a campfire.
campfire. You know what? It's yeah. I'm gonna trade all 3 in for a campfire. I keep waffling and going back and forth, but I'm gonna trade them all in for a campfire.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
So-
I
You
gotta
gotta
move.
move.
I gotta move.
You got to move.
Let's go here. I want the 2 points. Okay, and your turn.
All right.
Oh, pathetic turn.
I am going bird watching in the morning.
Good time to do it.
Yes. And then fishing in the afternoon. Perfect. Oh, that's good there. Fishing. And then sunbathing because I'm already there. And then I'll go canoeing in the evening. I keep messing these up.
Sunset
right.
canoeing.
Sunset canoeing. Well, that's what it shows on
It
the
does
picture.
show on the card, so
So, that being said, what do I want to do?
you got a lot of pieces over there. So
I
you got
do have a lot of
options.
pieces and a lot of options. But let's see. I am going to first get the campfire cooking.
Okay, go ahead. And I will another mountain biking.
Ooh. But that gets me 3 mountain bikes instead of 2. Mm-hmm. Which,
A little more costly up front, but
yeah. Go ahead and take this one. And I too am front loading the green a bit. Mm-hmm. Which I don't really want to, but that's okay. I am going to trade these things in for a campfire. To then turn the campfire and this in for whitewater kayaking.
She took my
Paddleboarding.
stuff.
And I know, I did. That's kind of my job.
that's what
Kinda
happens
my
when she goes
job.
before
And
you.
I'm going last, dead last, right there. No. I'm going to go There. 2 coins, please.
2 coins. All right.
So, what can I do now? My last action got taken.
That's why you just don't plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I gotta have an idea what I was gonna do, but I do not now. Okay, well, let's do this first. Let's put them out there. So I'm gonna go hiking to the mountain to go rock climbing. I get a coin, a binocular, and a mountain bike. And then when I'm on top of the rock, I'm gonna bird watch. And before I do anything else, I'm going to turn those 3 in to get my pull behind.
Okay.
Okay. So, with those, what can I do? Well, I could mountain bike.
You could get snorkeling if you turn 3 of those in for a campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can get an off-roading.
I feel it's a little early for off-roading, but at the same time, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Especially since you can white bit clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I could just, instead of upgrading, I could spend all my money on granola bars and do that.
I
have
can get
enough.
snorkeling.
But do you, no, you want to upgrade.
Yes.
Oh,
This
could
early
get
I need to
that
upgrade.
snorkeling.
Yeah, there's 2 snorkeling.
Yeah, this was the snorkeling I was talking about.
Yeah, well, there's 2. I seen. I was like, I can't get that. Oh,
No.
that one.
This one.
Yep. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing because I can only keep 2 of them, and I can't spend just 1. So that is for 1 of
Yep.
them, and
Yep.
then
The
those
other
3
3
for
for
campfire.
a campfire
Okay.
to get this snorkeling, which goes in that pile, and 2
Oh.
off-roads.
And they both
And then
cost
I
the
gotta
exact
move.
same thing.
No.
I'm going to come here. I get a coin.
All right. I'm starting out by upgrading before I
2 of those.
before I forget.
And
Okay.
I get 2 of these.
I get, let's see, I'm going to do some sunbathing and some bird watching. It's going to be a very relaxing day for me today.
Okay.
So, get those 2 pieces. And then,
My new ones at.
let's see. I don't think there's much I can do with it except the mountain biking. Or I can just save them both, because that works too. But that is all I see I can really do. Well, I have a campfire. I could go ahead and get an off-roading card. I feel like it's a little early for that. So I think what I'm going to do, I will save my sunbather. I'm going to spend the binocular on this guy on the mountain biking. Oh, look, there's another pet card. I'm always the one who pulls them, and I never get them. On the plus side, Greg can't get another one. No, you cannot have 2 dogs. Wouldn't that be great?
But
You just kept
why
taking them.
not?
I know, right? All right, moving.
I would
I
like
am
to have 2
going
dogs.
to move.
I'd like to have a dog.
He's been laying some pretty strong hints lately.
Really shocking.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go here. 3 greens and a coin.
Okay.
All right.
So, I am going swimming and mountain biking, but it's a mountain upgrade.
Ooh,
So I get 3 mountain bikers,
nice.
not 4, 3, and a swimming. That goes there, and that goes there.
Hey, look at that.
I know.
Were
Well-
you not paying any attention?
No, I was looking to see what I was going to do next.
Yeah, see, and I
You
can't.
even responded.
There is nothing that I can do except
I didn't realize you were
trade these
talking
3
about
in.
pet card.
Yeah, I'm totally getting a pet card. Trading these in for
one-
campfire and 2 of these in for a campfire,
And-
and I'm taking the pets.
Yep, I figured.
Well,
Take a
yeah,
pet.
I'm
All right,
not-
so
I'm not
take a
gonna-
pet.
That goes
And
to the
this
bottom
goes
of
to
the
the
deck.
bottom.
Yes.
Now, there's 2 of them at the
ooh.
bottom of the deck.
There's still 6 more in there somewhere. Now the question is, will we see them?
The bottom of the deck.
No.
I
You
feel
don't
like
need
Right?
I feel like orange cats are the craziest kind.
They are the craziest.
Take care of.
They absolutely are.
All right.
You want one? We have one. We could
I
probably.
have one. Thank you.
Oh.
You are not giving Goose away.
There's two of them outside.
But I have one, thank you.
And I like
And
those
now
two.
I
And you're
need
not giving
to
them
move.
away either.
Goose has got an attitude on her.
Goose does have an attitude
I'm
lately.
gonna come here. Because again, I need to rebuild my coins.
Oh,
2 coins.
I'm just going to put a pile of coins over there for you.
Well, I mean, I would not be...
We're just going to put a pile right there.
Okay. And then I'm going to... And then it's one each. So there's one. And then these get shuffled.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
I'm going to go
Chop, chop.
canoeing.
Okay.
And while I'm canoeing, I'm going to go fishing. Can't catch no fish, so I'm going to go watch the birds. The birds flew south, so I'm just going to collect the dead firewood. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to take these 2 coins and I'm going to trade them in for a campfire. And then I am going to go and... What was I doing? I am going to go here, here, and here with these 3 here. Move my guy up here.
Oh, well, he's got them.
I
He's
got a
got a
doggy.
He's got a pet.
Yep.
I got a dog. Oh, look,
Our
it's a
bear.
bear. See, I took a bear
Aw.
out for you.
Yeah, see? There you go.
We're just going to line the bears
And
up
I'm
right
keeping
there.
those 2. And I get 2 coins, and I get 2 cards. There's my next 2 cards. There's my
Okay.
2 coins.
All right.
And I will take that token. You guys forgot that, didn't you?
No.
Uh-huh.
What do
No.
you get at the beginning of the round with that?
A coin.
Coin every round.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
I did forget.
Yeah. All right. I am going to do some hiking this morning. While I'm out, I'm going to photograph some nature and then end my day by gathering some more firewood for the campfire. Now, the photograph nature, I can get rid of 1 card from my hand. I do get to use it first, though. If I do, I get a set of binoculars, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to permanently eject my hiking card from the game. So I will discard those 2. And that's what I have to work with. Not a lot there, is there? And then I got that and that. I could... Nope, I could not do that. I'm so close to... Actually, I could do that, but God, that would cost me everything. Okay, can I move up? Maybe I can move up and start battling him for that. I could get to there. I don't have any way to combat a bear, so I don't want to go here. Nope. I could get to there. Okay, maybe I do that, or do I just wait around? I think I'm gonna move. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up here to this area, and I need a hiker, campfire, and 1, I'll save that one, and 1 canoer, which I do not have, so I will use a campfire in its place. So, those 3 I have moved up. I do not have to combat a bear because I have no way to do so. So,
Well, and it didn't have one of the choices.
right. So, I get my coin and my 2 cards, and that is that.
All right.
All right.
I'm going whitewater kayaking, which gives me a coin. And a canoer and a swimmer. Oh, I don't need to put them there yet because
Not
I'm
yet.
not storing it.
Yep.
And then hiking. Gets me
We've been
a
doing a
hiker.
lot of hiking.
Yes, we have.
I guess I got tired of it because I got rid of mine.
Yeah, well.
It's
Oh,
like
2.
we were young again.
Okay.
You know, I've
So
been
I'm
thinking about doing
upgrading
hiking again, but I don't know if my
To the mid-sized
I
camper.
can handle it. There you go. All right.
Maybe. There we go.
So now don't forget you can draw an extra card and
Ooh, yeah,
discard
that's
something. That's
Yep.
one of the powers of the small camper.
My turn?
No,
She hasn't moved yet.
Oh,
I haven't.
And
I
she
haven't
hasn't spent
moved
her
if I
stuff.
haven't spent anything yet.
I'm sorry.
That's quite
You
all right.
are
I am
jumping
curious
ahead of
if I
yourself.
can move.
It's not like I have anything to do.
What do you got?
I know.
2.
I do have 2 swimmers and a hiker. I could go up there. but I don't get any
Swimmer.
coins.
Where are the 2 swimmers and a hiker? Oh,
Or
Two
two-
swimmers and a hiker.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's
two boat-
no,
it's
that's
two
2
Oh,
fishermen.
is it two?
That's
is
2
it two
fishermen.
fishermen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the wrong color.
No,
No, it's
it's
not.
look at
Oh,
they're
okay.
very close.
Yeah, they're real
Okay.
close. That
Anyway,
by a distance, it's hard to tell the fishermen and,
Yeah.
and the
Sorry.
swimmers, and
My
sometimes
fault.
even the hikers.
okay.
I don't see anything at this point that's going to get you up one.
I don't either. So then let's see what I can
Yeah.
purchase.
Because you can save. Which one did you already have before?
Oh, I had a swimmer.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah. Okay. You don't have to resave him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's already on the board.
Yep.
I'm going to trade these 3 in for a campfire and then this in to get this snorkeling.
Okay.
Look, it's a pet, Katie. You can get a
You can get a
pet.
pet!
But you can't have a cat. You gotta have a dog. Say it shows a dog.
Too bad.
You gotta take a dog.
All right, now I need to
Nope.
move. And since I'm still down here at the 5
Yeah, you can just bounce around down there and
Yeah,
pick
I
up
know
stuff.
that, but I'm going to go.
Get a whole bunch of cards. There you go.
Can I have a coin, please?
You may have a coin.
Okay, can I have
Okay.
my beginning coin, please? Thank you. You felt reluctant to do that.
I did. I was.
So, I'm going to go rock climbing and get another coin, please. And I get some binoculars and a biker. I can't upgrade now because that's something you do at the beginning of the round, right?
No, you can do it at any point during your turn
Oh,
prior
look at
to
that.
moving.
And then I can do a sunbather. So, well, then I will just trade in my 4 coins to get my next
You can
one.
do it at any time in the turn?
You can do it at any point during your turn. You just have to do it before you move. You cannot use the coin you gain from moving because that
Oh, okay.
signifies the end of your turn.
Right.
But you can
Okay.
do it at any point during your turn if you have.
So
the
I
coins.
have a biker, binoculars,
Matter of fact, that is
a
what I did.
sunbather,
Mm-hmm.
and then plus all that over there.
I guess I can look ahead here. What
I
am
think
I
I
doing?
could trade. Nope, I couldn't trade all that in and get another pet, but can't
No,
get
you
a
can't
pet.
do that.
So I think I'm going to buy this campfire for a biker. What? Would you get?
So you really can't plan. You really can't plan.
You'll see why I
And-
was. Why I had the look.
Maybe they'll
Oh
leave
look,
something.
there's
There you
another
go.
one that gets for a bike.
I don't have another biker.
That's good.
But you can trade 3 in and get a biker just to
I
irritate her.
could just to
but-
irritate her.
You
I'm an
see?
instigator.
You
I'm
see
an
what I
instigator.
go put up with.
It's a good plan. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just keep them for now.
Okay.
Okay. You
'cause
gonna
I'm
move?
being
Did you guys
nice.
move
Oh,
your
whatever.
campers up?
I'm
Oh,
going-
no,
on
we
your
I
board?
did not.
that
Thank
is
you.
the one thing I always
I
forget to
am
do.
going
forget a lot
right
of
here to
things,
this
but that's okay.
campsite to get
That's the one I.
a campfire. Look at
Oh
that.
man.
Aw.
Okay, fine. I need to get a pet. Okay.
It's right there.
I
It's
need
a
to-
dog.
Get up there.
I'm doing a whole lot of mountain biking today. I get 3 mountain bikes.
You went up the mountain and down the mountain.
Right, and that is all I did. It tuckered me out.
And that is why you get 2 on the way up, but only 1 on the way down.
Okay, so I have a couple options. I could buy a campfire for 2 coins and trade these 3 in for a campfire.
How
and
bad do you
get
want
a
the dog?
pet.
You really want
Or I do really want the pet. Actually, I want
that,
the pet.
especially considering what
Right,
else
I
is
really
coming.
do. Because he just got a campfire because he had the ability to just bounce around like that. Okay. But yeah, see, that's why I was like, really? You took the only card I could take?
I'm sorry. You
I'm
can get this
going-
one.
I thought about that, but I think the pet is more,
See, it's
more
nice and I
important.
left it for you.
I think the pet is more important. So I'm going to do that. So 2 coins, 3 bikers.
That's
for
an
a
expensive
campfire.
dog.
That is a very expensive cat.
She almost said
You-
dog.
You know
I
what?
almost said pet, and I changed my mind to cat.
And you know what? They are. They're very expensive.
They are very expensive.
Just in general,
there is
they're
no
very expensive.
such thing as a.
Our
free
last dog
animal.
was the most expensive free dog we ever got.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to take the black kitty to.
Lay
Just
your
because.
kitty down on
It
your...
goes over there. There you go.
I know. I
Okay.
was just standing him up for a moment. Okay.
Again.
And now I have to move.
Yes.
You know what? Now that I have a cat, We're gonna
This goes to
try
the bottom
this
of
right
the.
here. This goes to the bottom. Thank you. Yes, very much. Okay. That goes to the bottom, and we pull another pet. Okay, now somebody needs to wipe the board. Okay,
You can do that.
I cannot.
Next,
I only have one
eventually.
coin. Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so I move down here. I'm going to get 2 coins, but I get to reveal this extra card. Okay, so one of the card things, when you pull up these card symbols, there's a small little red X on here, and I don't know if I don't remember if I pointed that out in the rules teach, but that X means it cannot be
A special.
something that has a specialty icon on it, and none of these do. So I could take any one of these blue cards. So I could go ahead and take that off-roading now. I can't take the pet, obviously.
Well, you could and free it up for something else.
I could, but what good would it do me? So, or I could do the paddle boating, which gets me 4 resources. I think I'm going to go that route. So I'm going to take that paddle boarding card as my free card. Free that up there and
Refill.
refill.
I didn't do
Another
my
paddle
cards.
boarding. I swear I shuffled these guys.
I get 3 in one.
Okay, so I
haven't
get-
drew my cards.
I get 2 cards, 1 of each, and 2 coins to replace those coins I just spent on that campfire for my kitty cat. Okay, and now it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going bird watching.
Okay.
And mountain biking. And then fishing. And then canoeing at the end of the day. Alright. So, goes off to the side for a moment. I think, can I get up there yet? I can't get up there yet. Oh, I
Still
could.
not?
No, I could if you hadn't taken my spot.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I
No,
am.
she's not. No,
No.
no.
No, I
right.
would not be sorry if it was you, but I am sorry if it's Kat.
Fair.
No, she's not.
Well, okay.
I promise I'll move next turn.
Yeah,
Hold
that
on
doesn't.
to-
I'm going to, but I'm.
No, I mean I will move next
I
turn,
know.
so you can go right back into that spot.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Because you can save 3 now, right?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
save 3
So
now. What
save
was this
those
about
3.
drawing and?
Oh, you could draw an extra card. At this point, that
And
might
then
be rough.
discard one.
But and then discard one of the cards. Basically, it helps you refine
Okay.
what resources you're going to take.
Okay, I'll remember that for
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
I am gonna go ahead and pick up a hiking, a more intense hiking. Ooh, but I could now get hang gliding,
You could.
and it gives me coins.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna do that
Okay.
because I expend resources. Maybe. This is what happens when you don't fingernails. Thank you.
Okay.
And
Start a
Start a
campfire.
campfire. That is one of the
Campfire.
specialty ones.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah. And I guess I have to move. I guess I'll move right there. Give me
Okay.
2 coins, please.
2 coins.
Oh, I have 2 coins right here.
See, I trust you with the extra coins.
May I have
You
my
here.
coin, please? Thank you. Okay, so I am going to draw another card because I have a camper. I can do that. I will
Okay.
draw this one. That didn't do me no good. Well, do I just want to get rid of that one? No, I'll get rid of this one.
Does it go back in your pile?
No,
It goes in
my
the discard
discard.
pile. Yeah,
You can't just get rid of it out of the
You
game.
cannot
right?
just get rid of it
Dang
out of the game. I know that would be fabulous, wouldn't it?
That would be fantastic.
So I'm going to start off mountain biking. And then I'm going to relax for a minute and sunbathe. Then go canoeing. And end the day by skipping stones by the lake. And I take another coin, please.
This is how he won last time.
It is.
What's that?
You got that, and you just kept getting coins.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Box
a
your-
shame.
box
Keep
away
too.
forgetting.
victory.
I keep forgetting
It's
about
a
that.
shame, shame, shame,
Yeah.
shame, 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 shame.
So if you have enough to go here and then the next one.
You can't double
You
count.
can't double count. You
I
have
know.
to move one at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so what we got down here? I think I'm going to go paddle boarding. And I think I'm going to go and put a new card out. Oh, fishing. I just bit that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this one and this one and this one and this one and move up there.
Son of a gun. I was going to move this turn. 3 coins.
Ah,
Like he
look
needs
at
3
that.
coins. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
killing it.
Yes.
And I'm going
Running
to
away
stick that
with
one
this.
That's okay.
Okay, whatever.
I just enjoy camping.
Right?
I'm just gonna chill out down here.
What do I get? I get 2 and 1?
2 and 1.
Okay, I gotta reshuffle the green ones.
Okay. All right. And you've moved, so you're good. This time I'm just going to relax all day and go canoeing at sunset and then roast some s'mores after dark. And we're just going to leave it at that for the day. If I can get my fingers on the pieces. Okay, so there's all my
Don't forget to draw an
resources for
extra one if you
today.
want. Need to.
Oh, no, I don't have that. I
I
upgraded
can do it now or whenever.
Okay.
I thought it was at the beginning of my turn.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
I was just reminding you.
Thank you.
Okay, so put those away. This is what I've got. Yeah, see, I was looking to see how I could get over here. Now I feel like there's almost
no
rush.
need to because then you
I
can
can
get
possibly get there, right? And see, he's already looking.
Here. Of course he is.
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
gotta see what looks
Uh-huh.
right out there in the future land.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere I could get there without spending all my coins on campfires again. So I think I may just have to purposely save some stuff.
You'd only have to spend 1 coin on campfire. Yeah, I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
go there, you'd only have to spend
True.
one
I have to get
campfire.
one campfire, and I could save these 2.
Yep.
I wouldn't get a coin though. See, I'm running out of places to get coins.
But in order to get that token,
Yeah, that's true. In order to get that token away from him, I gotta have the coins. Or I gotta
you
do
gotta
it.
get up
And I
further.
don't. Nothing here is gonna help right now. That would be fabulous, but so with this, actually, that
you
would be
could
better.
get that one.
Yeah,
You can also
I can.
get. You can get either.
No, I don't have any
you-
swimmers. I can't
right.
get that one.
This one you could get.
I could, but. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I can only save 2 because I don't have enough coins to save a 3rd. I feel like I'm going to regret this, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm torn between getting this to get that coin income started. Now, mind you, this also gives me a bell. That doesn't help me at this point because I've already got Jarvis over
Hey.
here.
What?
Or moving up to start combating him on that thing. Shoot.
Well, you'll get it when I go here.
Maybe. I may just scooch my way all the way around.
She might. You
Hey,
never
you
know.
know
Ha, ha, ha.
what?
It's
If
not
I
gonna
get
happen.
down there and you're still down here, I'll just give you a pass and you can just jump over in front of her.
You guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
And cut the line.
I think I'm going to save these 2.
Are you
I'm
sure?
going to spend these
here.
2.
And then you just let me sneak over to your campsite.
You guys are awful. All right, I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna take these 2. No, I'm gonna spend these 3 on a campfire
Are you positive?
plus these 2 and buy this. So it gives me a coin and a bell, it gives me 2 coins and a bell.
Yes.
Even better. It is another one of the specialty
many
cards. This
cards
is a
that-
pine tree. So I gotta
I keep
find
forgetting to make
a
sure I don't have
pine
any cards that has
tree. There's a pine tree.
things on them.
There's the
Nope.
pine tree.
I have no cards
Okay.
that have it on there.
And that goes into my green discard pile. Now I have to move. I think I'm going to move right here. And, I get another blue card.
Oh, well, look at that. Now you could have gotten your pet for free.
That's twice now.
I had the same exact icon. See, right there. I got 2 of them there.
Well, aren't you special?
Yep.
Fishing off-road. That's all you got to choose from because you had to get your cat.
I think I'm going to take the off-roading card. Okay.
It's replaced with a canoeing.
All right.
Now you need to move.
Now that was my
Oh,
move.
that was your
that
move?
was my
Okay.
move. Now I draw.
So she's all
Okay.
done.
Okay, so
I'm
now
done.
I get to draw a card
Yes.
to see if it's something that I want. Oh boy. What do I have up there?
I do not get
Okay.
a coin from that. Okay.
Going to gather firewood and then cook. So, can 2 for campfire. I'm just gonna leave them there because I'm jumping up here
Okay.
to get 2 back. Campfire and
Gotcha.
then this and then this to be able to go up there. There's really nothing I can purchase right now. And I'll do this and then 1 of each.
Okay.
Okay, so my turn. Can I please have my coin?
Oh, jeez.
And here, I'll give you back 5
Yep.
5.
to upgrade to my bigger one.
I haven't even gotten the mid-size one yet, and I made the mistake of going someplace that didn't give me coins this turn. So,
Yeah.
Where are my cards at? Those are
and I
not
think
the
next
ones
turn
I
I'll be
had,
doing
right?
the same
See,
thing.
that's why you need to flip
No,
the
these
other
are the
ones
ones I had. You're right.
Darn
You
it!
need
Darn
to
it!
flip
Darn
them
it!
and move them over here.
That's
Right?
my discard. This is my pile.
But then you're putting your...
I know.
Okay.
It's
Okay, so
you're arguing with a brick wall.
I can actually now draw 2 cards and get rid of 2.
Yes, you may.
So I am going to draw 2 light green
Did you
ones.
move yourself up to the next camp, mister?
No, I did not.
You haven't paid your admission fee. Get back.
Oh, you just quiet down over there.
I'm sorry.
Think.
You don't have the right label on your camper. It doesn't say yellow.
On my camper.
On your camper.
I think I'm going to discard these 2. Okay, so I'm going to go rock climbing. Can I have a coin, please? And that. And then I'm going to go snorkeling. And I get a swimmer and a boater and 2 fishermen. And then I'm going to go campfire cooking.
Campfire
and I get
cooking.
a wood
Yeah.
and a hiker.
You're kicking it with the resources.
I am kicking it. So, oh, that's my coin there. I'm going to do that. I probably have enough to go to the next area, but I think I got at least a turn before I have to worry about that. Don't look at me like that. Okay, so I think I am going to take since I'm already up there, I got stuff, money to burn. Take those 2 coins and I'm going to buy a campfire. And then there's a swimmer. I think I will trade in this one, and this one for another campfire. And then I'm going to trade in this swimmer and these 2 campfires to start a campfire.
And you get a campfire.
And I get the campfire.
Which gives
coin.
him a coin and a campfire every time he plays it.
Yes, it
There's
does.
your campfire eating.
And I can keep 4, so I'm going to keep all 4 of these.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. There's an off-road card out there I probably ought to get now.
You probably need to consider getting an off-road card.
I will get the off-road card.
I know I'm never making it to.
And that's in
Bear
that
Mountain
deck,
Campfire.
so
You're
I
just
gotta watch how
enjoying
that is.
the adventure.
So I'm
Sure.
keeping these 2. That one and
I
that
made
one.
it to the Misty Mountain Pass.
You did.
Okay.
Now are you done?
You can go now.
Where are you moving to?
Now
Oh, I
let's
gotta
see.
move, don't I? Let's move to... let's move over here.
That's not.
That's
That's the
brown.
wrong color.
Let's not move over there.
You're just totally skipping campgrounds now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
You can go here and get 2 more coins.
No cards next round though.
No
I
cards.
think I'm going to come up here.
But you have a lot of resources.
here?
Yes.
2
Okay.
cards.
2 blue and 1 green.
Yes.
I'm going to reshuffle my blues.
Okay. All right. We are going to start the day out with a little bit of bird watching and then follow it up with a little bit of fishing.
You do an awful lot of fishing that you don't really do.
We're going to reflect at the lake, which gives me a boater, 1 swimmer, and 2 fishermen. And then finally, I'm going to jump off the dock into the lake because it seemed like the thing to do.
All players.
You know what?
All players.
Reveal the top card of either deck and choose to either discard it or put it back. I'm going to discard it. And I get 2 more swimmers. So there's that. Put those away. All right, now the bad thing is I've got to spend these because I can still only save 2 because I don't have the money to go up yet. There's no way to spend resources on money, unfortunately. Okay, so what have I got here? Well, first of all, I need to fill that in. Okay, I do not have any bikers. I do have that. Okay, I do for sure want to make sure I move up this turn, though. And I think I'm going to go... Oh, man, that makes me get rid of those, though. Is there anything that I can get rid of just all of these? No. Nope, don't have those either. And he's there already. That one would give me the 2 coins I need, but I still don't have the hiker anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You have enough to trade in resources to get a campfire.
This one I flat out have.
Okay.
So worst case, I can go there.
Okay.
This one I do not. So I think I'm just going to, okay, I'm going to save the resources to go here. It just means I have to take these 2, which were already saved. So I didn't have to worry about it. So now I have to do something with these guys. Okay. What can I do with these guys?
You can go fishing.
I can go fishing.
You can trade the in for stargazing.
No.
And still save 2. That's pretty much all
you're
doing.
Yeah, I can one of those 2.
I would honestly, because you're gonna. You can only save 2 resources anyway.
True. Or I could trade them in for a campfire. Let's save.
I mean, you can trade all 3 in for 2 campfires.
No, I could, yeah. But no, we'll save those 2. Spend these 3 for a campfire. Spend my
She's taking that one.
boater.
No,
No, I'm
she's
not.
taking
I'm
that
taking the stargazing.
Oh.
Stargazing.
Oh, because you made a campfire.
Yeah, I
Yes.
made a campfire. And that goes there. And let's
Is rock climbing. More
which,
rock
of
climbing.
course,
Is exactly what you just spent.
I just traded all
Well,
those in.
we flipped. We did not have a choice in the matter.
Yep, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh.
No, I
stop
know.
it.
It's just like, really? Because it
Yeah.
could have gotten me a permanent coin.
Every time you pulled that 1 card.
Every time. Every time. Never fails. Okay, so now to move, though, I am going to move over to here. So I'm in the yellow. Unfortunately, no coins here other than right there, and I don't have the stuff for that. So I'm trading these in order to move. There is no possible bear attack here, so that's good. And I get my 2 green cards. It's your
And you
turn.
have moved.
I have moved.
I am drawing a card and keeping it. Because I got to look at it earlier and I'm like, oh yeah, I want that. So I am going rock climbing. So I would like a coin. And then binoculars. And biker. And then I'm going hiking for 2 hikers. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to do. So I could get spelunking. No, that's pretty much it. I could do either gather firewood or spelunking. Or trade all of them in for 2 campfires to get rock climbing. And I feel like I already have a rock climber, so I'm going to go spelunking. So this and this. Can you fill the spelunker, please?
It's a
Hike at dusk.
Wow.
Oh,
Choose
wow.
one. Gain a person,
And
a
I'm gonna
hiker, or
save-
all players gain 2 coins.
I'm going to save these 3. Unless I can move up there. Hikers.
2
No, I don't.
hikers.
2 hikers
2
and
hikers, 2 boaters.
No, I cannot move up yet. So I am just going to So go there. And get a coin. And then one of each card.
So, oh, can I have my coin, please? I do that just to annoy. I'm gonna go swimming.
Pretty sure they all know that by now.
I'm gonna go swimming,
You married him.
and
You
while
know,
I'm
35
swimming,
years ago.
He was
I'm gonna
still
go
just as annoying.
snorkeling.
This is true.
I get a swimmer, a boater, and 2 fishermen, and then I'm gonna go gather firewood.
Since I've known you for 26 of those 35,
Yeah.
he's just as annoying.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just keep taking a turn.
Okay. Okay, so what do we got out here? I got that. I could do that. Do I really need to do that? Maybe. That one's a good one. I don't have that, but that's alright.
You could always trade in for backpacks. I keep forgetting about backpacks.
Yep.
That, well,
You can do
2
backpacks
coins.
for 2 coins or granola bars for either 2 or 4 coins.
You can clear off this.
So,
You can clear off both rows.
yeah.
One.
I think
one
what I'm going to
granola
do
bar
is I'm going to
clears
spend
everything.
a boat or a canoe or whatever. I'm going to buy fishing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to take fishing. And then I'm going to trade
Another
these
operating.
3 fishermen in for a campfire
Okay.
and put it there, and 3 swimmers, 1 boater, and 1 wood moves me to there.
I saw that coming. All right.
And it is,
A
oh
green
look, I get a
card.
green card.
That doesn't have a
It
special
doesn't have
on
the
it.
symbol on it, which none of those do. So
And that could, my other,
green card.
I took my, oh, green card.
Green
I
card.
had a blue card. And
Does
that's where
that-
that one's from, so.
What is the difference? Because this one has the symbol at the top.
Oh, it's because this one's upside
I
down.
think I'm going to take the
Oh,
rock
okay.
climbing.
Okay. I was like, you sure you're not grabbing one from the very top?
Nope.
But that's okay.
No, you take it from the row.
Ooh, floating on each.
Okay. All right. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you've done moved.
Yep.
All right. I am going to just, again, it's going to be another relaxing day with a lot of evening activities. We are
Oh, I
going
get
to
3
roast
blues.
some s'mores. Which gives me a hiker, a biker, and 2 firewood. Well, at least the firewood makes sense, I guess. And then we are going to do some stargazing, which gives me another biker, more firewood, and 2 binoculars. All right. And that is a lot of resources to work with. I cannot move up without, because I was looking at that.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
within
think
my
I,
cards. I can't
I've
do that.
all, see, I don't think I can manage that one because it would take 2. It would take these.
You could do this one
I could.
because you could trade in for a campfire. Oh, that's a you
No,
don't
I
have a fisherman. Sorry.
fisherman. Yeah, I'd need 2 fishermen. Okay, so moving up is not in my future just yet. However, I could just trade in for a bunch of campfires, or nothing over
Do
there.
you need another off-roading on the other side?
It wouldn't hurt because I could manage that with one trade.
And you can also get hiking at dusk.
Yeah. Yeah, but that takes up my 2 saved ones, which is
Okay.
what I'm trying not to do.
Okay.
I could get this, which would be more firewood.
You seem to be
That's about
generating a
it.
good amount of firewood.
I know.
Honestly, I would probably look at the off-roading personally, but
I think I'm gonna have to go that route.
I mean, you don't have to, but it would make
It
sense.
does, right? Well, I wonder if
It would make sense.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we will trade in these 3 for firewood, and these will get saved. Take another off-roading card into my green deck,
Another hike at dusk.
which is not something I can swing. So, all right, that's it. Okay, so now I gotta move. I am going to move over here so I can get the last coin I need. I get that and 1 of each. Okay.
So I'm going to choose a card to see. Oh, yeah, I'm totally keeping that one. All right. First off, I am upgrading my camper. It's 5, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5.
I'm still a small camper.
You're a minimalist.
I cannot seem to get the
You
coins.
have the coins.
I
to get the
no
next-
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you need
now.
5.
No, I need 4,
Four,
but I
that's
only
right.
got it from moving. I
Yeah.
can't use it. Trust me, it's
I'm
the first
high
thing I'm doing.
adventuring today with a hand gliding and a snorkeling, which I think pretty much gives me like one of everything.
I know, right?
Swimming and
Did you get your coin already?
I did, yes. I had spent my coins already.
That's right.
All right. So, what can I do? There's not much I can do down here. All right. I do not have a.
See, you haven't moved up either.
But oh yeah.
We're all terrible at that. Every one of us was one behind.
Yep. It's forgettable.
This is, yeah. I get why they do this.
Yes.
Because if you
accidentally.
want to move, well, not just that, but if you want to move backwards, you can.
Yeah.
And you know how far you've gotten. But that's the one thing I forget every time.
I feel like I am never going to make it to the Bear Mountain campsite, so I need to just not worry about off-roading, but okay.
Can you move up yet?
No. I don't think so.
No.
There's 2.
Swimming, campfire.
Good.
You could. You would need 1 campfire for this one.
Yeah.
That's yellow, right?
Yeah. You've got a boater.
Yeah.
Nope, you don't have. You're missing 2
Yeah,
bikers.
you
Right.
just got to make an
You've
extra.
got
No,
one
a
swimmer. You're okay, so
Yeah,
that wouldn't work.
That wouldn't work.
Hiker, binoculars,
could do-
and this would be you'd need 1, but you only get 2 coins next turn. You wouldn't get any cards.
Right.
So the one over there gives you 3 cards.
This would give you 3 cards, and you would only
She
need
doesn't
no,
have
not
any
that
bikers.
one.
It's that one, yeah.
It's this one. So yeah, you could do this one. It'd cost you one campfire,
Campfire.
but you
Okay.
could pull it off.
Hold on, let me think about this really. Because if I do this, the hike at dusk, I
Well,
still
then-
have. Oh no, wait, that
Nope,
eats
you-
that
yep,
eats that.
That eats your swimmer up.
Oh shoot.
Choose to gain
But-
either a hiker or all players gain 2 coins. You don't need to give Greg more coins.
Sure she does.
Well, I'll. Well,
Either
it would
you
be
gain
a
a
hiker and a boater.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you
that's
get the
true.
boater,
That's
too.
true. You would get both.
But I feel like I should probably be moving up anyway.
It's a hard decision.
It is. Because there's not a lot over here that I can
know.
use.
I don't have the spare cash to.
I don't
wipe the
either.
board.
Somebody else is going to have to do
Somebody
that.
else is gonna have to do that.
All right,
The one who's
so-
Mr. Moneybags over here.
I got a coin.
One.
You will have enough coin on your next turn.
And
Should I just get it for you now?
what is the
What is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Here,
yes.
1 swimmer, 2 firewood, and 1
Okay, one firewood.
boat. Is that
Okay.
a boater?
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
is that
it's
the
a
canoe?
So I'm gonna
That's a
do-
canoer.
Okay.
Canoer,
so canoer, I'm going to
kayaker.
trade
Yeah.
these 3 in for
Firewood.
firewood.
Okay.
And then these are the rest of it. And I'm going to move up. If you could please move me up.
I will gladly move you up.
Thank you.
Move your little camper up.
I will.
You paid your admission fee.
I did. I did. And then I get 2 blue and 1 green.
Okay.
That is all.
Okay. I am going to please ask for my coin.
Well, you said please.
I've said please every time.
Okay.
I said, can
I
I
haven't
have my
noticed.
coin, please?
Okay.
I think
And
we've missed. I think we maybe have talked over the please. the
And I
other
can
times.
get 2
That's our fault.
cards, draw
Yes.
2 cards, and
that's
get rid of
right.
2 cards.
I can't even draw 1 yet.
That's right. I can't draw 2 and get rid of 2. That will make this so
Draw
much
that
better.
one.
I would love to have that ability right now.
Well, you can upgrade next
I will
turn.
be. Trust me, I will be.
I think I will hold on, get rid of those 2, and hold on to this one. I should have 3 cards, yes, okay. So I'm going mountain biking, and I'm sunbathing,
What?
And I'm paddle boating, so I get
did
a
that wrong.
swimmer and a
What'd you do?
and a path.
What'd you do
I should
wrong?
have gone. Never mind. It's okay.
Okay, so
I should have gone there.
Well, you wouldn't have had any cards next turn.
I would have because I draw 2 cards.
But you have to discard 2 cards.
Oh, okay. Do
you
have
draw them,
Yeah,
but then
you
you
have
have
to
to discard them.
Never mind then.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take my hiker and my paddle, my sunbather, and put a can in there. Now I'm hoping I had one in green and not both of them are now in blue, but you never know. And then I have these 3. And I think what I'm going to do is save these 3. And move over to the 3 green.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
I am going to start the day off with some mountain biking and then do some sunbathing. And that is the extent of my activity for the day. I am going to go ahead and upgrade my camper so that I can draw a new card next turn. Oop, those shifted drastically when I hit the board, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right, put that there. Okay, now I can save 3. Too bad I only have 2. All right, I don't
But
think I
future.
can. Future, right.
To the future.
And now
I mean,
I
I can gather
draw
firewood, but I don't know that I want to. I'm tempted just to save them both and call it a day. I think that's what I'm going to do for now. Save them both, call it a day, and I'm going to move. I'm very tempted by those 2 coins, let me tell you. Jump start to get my 5, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't have a turn next turn.
Yeah.
I could still spend resources if there was something out there I
Right.
wanted, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go here since I have
Get 2
since
coins.
I have the kitty cat. I get a firewood.
Yay.
That's a campfire.
Get a campfire.
Campfire.
You get plenty
And
of firewood.
And 2
That's
coins.
true. And 2 coins, and that is my turn.
So I'm going to draw
There's a lot of bears.
2.
They're probably all right there. There's 8
cards.
bears in this mix, and
Yeah, I've only found
And
one.
then-
we found 1 so
dang it.
far. Wow.
Okay, so that's staying. Which 2 do I want to get rid of? What's out there for me to take? Oh, math is hard. That. I don't think there's any way I can get up to that at the beginning. So what do I want to store? Okay, I want to get rid of this one. I feel like I'd get a lot of enough fishing. So I'm going to keep these 2. Alright, so I'm going whitewater kayaking. So a coin. And then and this. And then I am sunbathing. And then at the end gathering wood. There's really not much I can do.
You can get another sunbather.
Or save them for
Yeah,
to move
Save
later.
for a
think I'm
rainy
gonna-
day. Cause, yeah,
I'm gonna
'cause you can
save
hold 4 of
'em.
them.
And don't forget, even to attempt Bear Mountain,
3,
you have to have
4,
2 of
yeah.
everything.
2 of everything, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So
So where are you moving to?
this one gives you a coin. Although you've got your big camper, so coins aren't as imperative. But coins will give you granola bars, which will let
Okay.
you.
It's
Say
bear.
move over there, see if it's a bear.
See what it is.
Ready?
Sure. Yeah.
It's a green card.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Any
One of
green
these
card.
cards.
So there is still 3 coins out there, and the rest of them are bears. So where is the coins?
Probably over here. I'm gonna take this hike at dusk.
Another adopt a pet.
I know.
Oh boy.
And then I get 2 blue.
2 blue.
Or 2
2 green. Okay.
2 green and a blue.
Okay.
And my turn is
I'm
over.
going to draw my 2 cards. I'm going to take one of each color. And see what I get. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Can't be any worse than my hand this turn.
I will take that and I will discard these 2.
I want to move to?
So I'm bird watching. I'm going to start a campfire, which gives me a campfire and a coin. Oh, I get a coin at the end of the turn, please.
Yeah, I know.
And I get a coin for this card.
Why didn't you say so?
He
You
did.
got it? Okay,
I got
it.
He did, I know.
And then I'm going
Did you
to
get
camp
your-
on my cooking.
Did you get your, aside from the coin, what else did you get?
A campfire.
Okay.
Yeah, he got it.
Campfire and a wood for campfire cooking.
He's a hiker, not a campfire. But anyway,
That's why I was confused, because I wanted to make sure you got everything you needed.
What did I call it?
you call it a campfire.
Well, that's what the card was. I get a hiker and a fire
Okay.
and a wood.
Okay.
Okay. So, what am I going to do with this?
You're going
Store.
to buy some granola bars and wipe the board.
I am going to buy a campfire.
That's not what I said.
Oh, I'm spending it at least.
Yes, but I wanted
it
you to
just two?
yeah. I wanted you to spend it on a granola bar and wipe the board.
Why wipe it if I don't need anything else in there?
He does have a point.
He
Why,
does.
why wipe it?
He
Why
does.
spend the thing to wipe it if you really don't need anything
So,
else? You're
yeah.
getting
I
your
think
collection going. So
Yep.
I might as well just spend these two as well and get another campfire.
okay.
And then I'm going to save the wood and the hiker and the bird watcher.
Yeah,
You done?
And then I'm moving to the triple blue.
See if that's another.
This one?
Yeah,
See if
it's
we
probably
find
the bear.
It's got to
It
be
is
the bear. I was
There's
gonna
one of the
say,
bears.
There's only one more non-bear out there.
Oh really?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
8 bears and 8 others. And we found
So
all
get
of the
3
others
blues.
except for the one coin. So all the rest 6 of these out here are bears.
Excuse me.
Luckily
Did you
we're all
switch it?
protected from that.
Well, you
Okay.
told them in a row if you hit a bear and you
Yes.
don't have a pet or a bell,
We
you
talked
went
about
over
that. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
yes, we did. I did talk about that in the rule breakdown. Okay, I am not, well, I don't have any cards this turn. There's really nothing I want to buy.
Can you
Or can
jump
buy?
here?
I can, but I give up all hope of coins at that point because there's no coins up in there.
There's this one.
Oh, there is that one.
You could get here.
I could, and actually I could. That's the one I was looking at
And then I
too.
could let you guys all get down there and then jump into the brown. Then I jump in the brown and I just keep this the whole time. I'm going to
Anyway.
shut up now.
I am going to spend these 4
and you
and
need-
my campfire
Okay.
to jump to here, which will give me another bear, which I am protected. Jarvis is going to run him off. And
Yeah, Jarvis would.
Jarvis would have, yes, he absolutely would have. Okay. And I get one of each. Okay, that's my turn. Oh, and a coin.
Okey-doke.
I get another coin. Okay.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna draw 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm keeping these 2. Definitely keeping those 2 and getting rid of. Okay. What? Kayaking. Get a coin and swimmer. Snorkeling, which gives me a swimmer, another, and this.
You get 2 boaters.
Oh, and 2 boaters. Thank you. And then sunbathing. I don't think there's anything out there that I really want.
Wow.
I know.
A lot of water sporting.
A lot of water sporting. Motorboating. 1, 2.
So you could get into the blue.
What?
You could get into the blue.
I might be able to, yeah.
That bottom that corner one down
This one? I can get into this one too.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause well,
You only got
You're
one
missing
wood.
a wood.
I think
Missing
you
a
found
wood, but I
everything
can-
for that one down there.
2 of those. 1.
No, 2.
Yeah,
You're going to need 2 kayakers.
Two kayakers. You've got
2
3 of them
kayakers.
overall.
2 of these.
2 sunbathers and was as a hiker.
One
Yeah.
hiker.
And you get Tiger.
And hiker.
And that would leave you with the 4 you could save.
Yep.
So you don't have to get rid of anything or trade it in.
I think that sounds good.
Yep. Okay, so you are hopping down to here.
Yes.
All right.
Now, before, is it the last person that makes it into here?
If,
the next
if
person?
he chooses to go
okay.
up while he still
Yes.
has it, he can choose which of us
Oh,
gets
okay.
it. So, and then if that person jumps up there, then whoever's left
Yes.
behind gets it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw my last one of those and one of these. See if either one of these are any good. I think I will take these 2 out and keep these. So I get a coin for the beginning of the turn, please.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go fishing for 2 boaters, or 2 fishermen.
Okay.
I'm going to skip rocks or stones to get another fishman and another coin, please.
You got it. Okay.
And give me another one because I'm rock climbing. I get another coin
Oh my goodness. When did you buy all the coin
That-
cards?
early in the game.
Oh, yeah. Go
And a
figure.
biker. So I am doing and 2 wood
You're going up.
to move here.
Okay.
And I'm going
Move
to
your
keep these
person.
2.
Yep.
Who you giving the coin to?
Oh God, that is hell.
Yeah.
You got to decide because we're both in blue now. No, not the coin. Oh, that. Okay.
Here. You be the guy, she be the girl.
Give it to Katie. Give it to Katie. It's okay.
It's whatever.
And actually got a cat.
Okay.
Give it to Katie.
No, it's fine.
She's feeling
She
sorry
never
for
gets
you.
it, and I'm certainly never. I don't even have a chance.
You have way more chance than I do. Look at all your resources.
I don't
She's got
have.
it.
You
any
don't
of
have
the
a
kids'
card, though.
I don't have the card,
Yeah, that's true. You don't have
and
the
nobody
card.
is cleaning this out. I would have
She's
to.
gotten it before.
Well, on the plus side, you are all the way up as far your
Okay.
you've got your camper, so now you can spend coins on
Yeah.
that instead.
So I need
Yeah,
a
but still.
blue
and
card
it only costs
and a
2
green
to get one
card.
of
I
them.
know.
Okay. All right. I get to look at a card. I'm going to look at a green one. Oh. All right. I'm going to discard that card. Much as I hate to do that, I'm
You
going to
get
do
your coin?
that.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I did not get my coin.
You're welcome.
Oh, that may make a difference then. No,
I
then I
looked,
still
I
need one more
discarded.
coin. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right. So I get 2 more coins. I get a bell. Not that it's going to do me any good, but I get a bell. And I get 1 swimmer, which is going to go right there because I don't
you
have any
can't
other use for
trade
it.
the bell for 4.
I wish. Oh my gosh, that should totally be a house roll, but it's
Right.
not. Okay, so that is all I'm getting out of that. I am going to go ahead and spend my 5 coins, though,
and upgrade.
to upgrade to the last camper card.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. That's my turn. Oh, I gotta move.
Can move.
I kind of want to know what this is, but I have to move.
You have to move.
have
I'll
to
let you know
move.
what it is.
Okay, you're gonna go there?
I'll go there.
I think I'm gonna go to this one. Okay, to the 3 greens. I have 3 greens left. All right.
Okay. I already drew 2 and then discarded them because
Okay.
I didn't
A
want
little
them.
faster, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's fine.
And I am mountain biking and then cooking. So 3 mountain bikers, a 4th mountain biker, and binoculars.
Binoculars.
I'm not sure why binoculars for campfire cooking, but that's okay.
Watching the birds while you're doing so. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to trade these 3 in for a campfire.
Okay. Makes sense.
And
You
then
don't-
I'm going
yeah.
to save these guys.
Okay.
I'm going to move here. Because I really want to know it's a bear.
It's a bear.
It's a bear, but that's fine because I get a coin.
Yep.
So everything is behind us. The coins is behind us.
This coin is probably here because you know these are going to be bears.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
So, yeah, the extra coins are probably right there.
I get one of each. I can at least.
Okay. I am going
All right, what are you doing?
snorkeling and hiking. So I get a swimmer, a boater, 2 fishermen, and a hiker.
Okay.
I can save 4 of those. I bet only 4 of those. So I'm definitely going to save the 2 fishermen. And I'm definitely going to save the hiker.
You could spend one
If
of
I
these
could-
to gather firewood and save.
Oh, I forgot. I do have 3 of those, don't I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that would give me a card, which I don't really need right now. You know what? I'm just going to save the swimmer. Just get rid of him. Turn these 2 in to get another campfire.
Okay. All right. You almost got what you need. You just need a
And
card.
I think I'm going to go.
Oh no, he's not. No.
I'm going to
No,
go up
he's
here
not
and just
there
get
yet.
cards, and there's the bear.
There's another pair of shockers.
So I get 2 green cards
Rawr.
and a blue card. Where do these 2 cards?
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Oh my god. Oh, I need to pull my extra 2 cards, which I meant to do while you were doing that. And I
Pulling my
didn't.
extra 2 cards for these.
I'm going to get rid of
This one.
these 2 instead. Okay. So I am going to do a little bird watching in the morning. Get a little pair of binoculars, some mountain biking. I get 2 mountain bikers with that one. And then I'm going to do some stargazing at night, another biker, some firewood, and 2 more binoculars. Oh, and my coin. Because why not? All right. So
Not enough coins. You can wipe this.
I could, yes. And believe me, I'm thinking about it. Let's see.
Because you could wipe it and then see if you want to spend anything.
Yes, don't forget, when you wipe it, you get to purchase a card at 1 less resource.
Right.
So,
So then
yeah. So
you're
Are you
cleaning
going to buy a
the-
granola
you're
bar?
Cleaning the slate.
I think I am going to do that first. I'm going to
Buy
go
a
ahead and
granola
buy a
bar?
granola bar,
And
which
spend it.
is
It's right
right
there.
here. And then I'm going to turn around and spend it. Yep. So we're going to wipe all of these, and I'm just going to put them at the bottom of the deck for the sake of ease. Because we're not getting through this whole deck.
Oh heavens, no.
Okay, and then we are refreshing with some swimming and some photograph nature, gather firewood and tubing,
No.
watch the
off-road.
sunset and gather
No
firewood.
off-roads.
No off-roads.
Together firewoods.
Yeah. To gather firewoods, there's also that watch the sunset, which gives you a firewood. Which I
Gives
do
you a
not
campfire.
have. I'm sorry, gives you a campfire and a coin, but I do not have anything. But I do get to buy something at 1 less.
Mm-hmm.
You may get rid of 1 card from your hand. There's another one of those. So far, I've used it exactly once, mind you, and I bought it very early in the game. I've gotten to use it once. That would be free because it only costs 1.
That would be free.
That would be free as well. But I think I'm going to go with this one. And I don't have either one of those.
No, you don't. You can
Well,
still
that
have to
seems
make a-
silly. Because it would cost me 3 to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
You
Okay.
could gather firewood.
Yeah, I could do that one. I may just do that.
You could photograph nature.
She really already has. She's been getting a lot of firewood
Yeah,
anyway.
have been.
This one gives you swimming.
She already has a
It
camera.
does, and lets
Yeah.
me get
Oh,
rid
you
of
already have
stuff. Yeah, I've already have a
Okay.
camera, so I can't do that one anyway.
Take the swimmer.
The what?
The
This one?
swimming.
Yeah, I could do that one. Yeah, that one's free, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one, I guess. And that goes into my blue deck. All right,
you
so now I have
backfill?
to decide what...
Well, you
yes,
still get to
that's
backfill.
true. I still get to backfill.
So you
I
may decide you
can't.
want canoeing. You could.
I'd have to trade in for firewood, which I'm going to have to do anyway. So I can keep 4 and then trade 3 in for firewood. So let's go with Those 4. Should I do those 4? Okay, so nope, I'm just going to save these 4, trade these 3 in for a firewood, or campfire. All right.
Okay. I already drew and
Oh,
discarded.
I got to move. I'm sorry. I got to move. Sorry.
Okay. Did you move last turn?
Yeah, remember I
Oh,
got
yeah,
bear.
that's right. The bear.
You have to have videos to go back and see what that is.
I'll go back and see what it is.
I'm going to go there and just take the 3 blues, I guess. 1, 2, and 3.
I'm going spelunking and then canoeing. So 2 hikers and a wood and that.
Okay.
And I don't have enough. Well, I probably would have enough to go up, but there's no point.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
point.
say there's no point.
You've got enough to get, what, 3 granola bars?
I'm
She's
going.
denying the fact
So
that
I'm
she's
gonna
going
do.
to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, I am. Well, I have to do the granola bars before I store, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am going to get 3 granola bars.
Okay. So
Well-
you get,
I'm gonna no 1 granola bar
okay.
and then 1 campfire.
That makes sense.
That
Okay.
makes more sense.
All right. So do you want to use it now?
The granola bar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So put the granola bar back, and we're going to go ahead and wipe all of these to see what you get. Boarding. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well. Oh, and I get 1 thing for less.
You do get 1 thing for 1 resource less, yes.
Which seems like a no-brainer. I'm getting paddleboarding.
Okay.
Okie
Yep,
Fingers
there.
crossed for you. Oh, no.
Yep. I don't need to save to hiking, so I'm just gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe. Sorry. Can you backfill, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
I know they're in
More
there. I promise they
hiking.
are.
And I guess I'm just gonna save those 3,
Okay.
and I am gonna move backwards.
Okay.
To see the 2
What it was?
coins. Yeah.
And
Why
you
not?
got
2
2
coins
coins.
plus a bear.
Bear. Okay.
So
well, I get 2
they're
coins.
in here.
They're in here in the brown somewhere.
Yeah.
2 coins.
Okay.
No cards.
No cards. No.
But that's okay.
But maybe
I have enough resources. I could buy
Right.
something.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
still buy something and
So I
refresh
can
the
draw
market
2
again.
cards.
or
I'm going to
And
draw
whatever.
one
honestly,
out
I
of
could
each
also-
hand.
Like draw 2 and then discard them to get rid of
That's
some
true.
of these other things that I don't necessarily need.
I think I'm going to take that one instead of these 2.
But you might also get rid of something you do want. So,
Okay, so
all right. Well, you're doing that.
I'm doing
gonna go ahead
start a
and-
campfire, which I get a campfire and I get a coin.
Did you get your coin at the beginning of it?
I don't get
oh,
it
you
because
don't.
she gets it now.
did-
I get a coin for rock climbing,
You do.
and I
I
get.
don't know if I
that.
did or not.
Did you get
And
your coin?
that.
I don't know if I did.
Yes, you
Get
did.
your-
Did I? Okay.
I told you.
Yeah,
you did.
because then you
Okay.
spent it for the.
All right. Yeah. That's
And then I got campfire, which gives me that and this. So, what do I need to do? I need to save that for sure. And I think what I need to do is just trade these in for another campfire. I don't need any cards.
all he has to do is pull the card, and
Yep.
he's got it because
So-
he has enough campfires to compensate for the resources he
Let's
doesn't
go
have.
over to that one and
This
see
one?
if it's over there.
It
Bear.
is a bear. Shockers.
And I get how much? Two blues and a green?
2 blues and a green.
2 blues and a green.
So there are, one of these is a bear and
One
one of
is
these
coin.
is 3 coins. Yep. All right.
So you need to go up there and figure out which one's which.
I'm, figured out. Okay. I am going to do some,
Because then you get the coin no matter what.
get my coin.
Get your coin.
So don't forget. I'm going to do some paddle boarding. Get 2 of these and 2 of these. And I'm going to do some swimming. And I am going to get rid of some photograph nature. I am get rid of 1 card in my hand. I get a binoculars, and the swimming is coming out of the game. A little late for it, but it's whatever. All right, put those away. And that's what I have to work with. could get a watch the sunset, but because that would cost me that. But moving up, okay,
You actually could do this one
I could do that one.
without having to.
Yep, I got 2.
You've got
Two.
three swimmers.
I do. It would take all my swimmers,
Two
so
What?
canoes
I
and
could
2
do
bird
it,
watching.
and then just save those 2.
Yeah,
I would need that too, wouldn't I?
Yep.
you would.
2, 2, 3. Okay, it would get me up there. All right, so we're gonna do that, which means you get that,
Yay.
and those go there, 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 and now I'm almost. Well, I'm not out of resources, but I will do that, and that is my turn. All right.
Cards.
Cards, I get 1 of each. Yep, I get
Yes.
1 of each.
I get
Okay.
coin now. And then no cards.
Nope.
Nope.
So I think I am gonna farm.
You're just gonna farm through.
I'm
your
gonna
deck,
farm through my deck.
and
Yep.
she
Should
gets
not
to
have
see
done
it
that,
and
but
then
that's okay.
discard it.
That's all right.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, that one was an ouch.
So
Yep.
you're
You-
going to
you
go where?
And
Could
then,
refresh the thing. You have enough to buy another one
I do.
and potentially buy something.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. See if we can't find you your.
I am spending 2 coins to get a granola bar,
Yep.
and then spending the granola bar right away.
Yes.
Just to
Oh, look, an
explain.
off-roading
There's
card.
an off-roading.
Yay!
You get it for cheaper. A lot of relaxing by the river, but you do have an off-roading card.
I know.
Of course, you have to burn through your deck to get to it, but you got it.
Yeah. I'm never gonna get there.
But at least you'll have one.
That's true.
You will just always pick up green cards when it's time to draw those extra 2 cards.
Yes, that's true too. I am gonna go ahead and get the off-roading. And moving.
Yep, that's what I would do.
And I think I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm still back here in the yellow. Look at that.
Here.
Actually, I've done the brown or red, whatever that is. Okay. All right, Greg, you have
I
enough to.
can draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw 1 of each.
He probably already has the off-roading in his hand.
Probably.
He does. I know that's
Yeah.
why.
Oh yeah.
He
No, we all know. We all know.
absolutely
He just drew it.
does. So
Yeah.
he just won the game. Yeah.
That's okay.
So we're going paddle boating.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's first see if he does.
Oh, he does. I know
No,
that.
no,
I
no,
I
gotta
know
get
that.
firewood.
I know that smart.
I know, but let's see if he's
See,
got
look
enough.
at this. He can't.
He's got
He
enough.
has enough.
Off-roading.
Does he have enough?
So
Let's
there's
see.
that.
Let's make
There's
him
that.
spend it.
There's that. 2 campfires there, 1 campfire there.
Okay.
And
I
he
have 2 of
is
everything.
traversing into Bear Mountain.
Okay.
Wins the game.
Yay.
So this goes away.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so that is how you play Bear Mountain Camping Adventure. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. If I did, please let me know. I can add some Klingon subtitles in after the fact. But, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it all. But thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.